All right, Czech. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome everyone. We are Afterwork Gamers and we are live at the Gamedev 1 final showcase. We seem to have some audio issues. Can you hear me? Yes, awesome. So we'll be live streaming. We will show amazing games by these teams. I am Matouš.
And I'm Michal.
And we are from the hosts of the show on the internet. And now I will give the word for the sponsors.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hello. Okay. So, I already introduced myself half an hour ago, but I will repeat that. My name is Petr Vácha. I'm from Bohemian Interactive Simulations, and I'm glad to host you here in this Institute of Crypto Anarchy. It's a great connection of crypto anarchy and the big corporation, right? And all the students from universities. I'm glad to see you all here. And as I said before, I will just have a few sentences about the organization. This place is rented to the morning. We can celebrate, we can drink, but there is not much alcohol to drink, so please be fast. There is beer down there is wine just next to this white column. Feel free to serve yourself. And there's a box for donations if you are happy of the drinks. Also, if you are fans of cryptocurrencies, you are allowed, and also we encourage you to use the cryptocurrencies to buy any other refreshments like coffee and non-alcoholic stuff which is down there in the Crypto Anarchy coffee. And for the rest, I would like to introduce all the precious guests here, and I would like to wish you a very nice evening.
All right, thank you, Petr. Thank you, Petr, for allowing us to be here. All right. So can I have the slides behind me, please, if possible? All right, so this is an event that has been over 3 months in the making. So what we are doing here, so that we introduce also to the guests at home, this is the final showcase presentations of a multi-university subject. The students here are present mainly from the Faculty of Mathematics and Physics at Charles University, but also the Faculty of Movie Arts, FAMU, but also other schools such as the University of West Bohemia and Umpurum. So welcome here. This is the thing, this is probably for most of the students here, their first project that they made in this specialization team that really is supposed to simulate what an indie game developer studio might look like, right? And today we have in front of us a whole 8 games that we will showcase and play. So altogether 8 teams. They were guided by 8 amazing mentors, and all of them successfully managed to finish a game. So this year we have a 100% success rate. Altogether, yeah, give yourself a hand. Right? So altogether these teams consisted of 29 students. So first of all, I would like to give a shout out to some of the people this wouldn't be possible without. And first of all, I want to thank all the mentors that allocated their time and volunteered to guide these teams. So here you can see their names. Please, a hand of applause for all the mentors. So thank you, mentors. This literally wouldn't be possible without you. All right. Additionally, we have a couple more people to thank. Apart from Petr here for sponsoring this event, we also have some long-time collaborators of this course, which is, I want to say special thank you to Otakar Nieder. Where do we have him? He was just here a while ago, he's over there. Also Martin Pima and Viktor Bocan from Warhorse, who all 3 of these contribute to the subject by teaching specialized study blocks, and also Otakar is present at the consultations with the teams. So thank you guys. This wouldn't be possible without you either. Last but not least, I want to thank Lukáš Kolek, who is my co-teacher in this subject. So thank you, Lukáš, as well. This is basically the whole team that is doing this. So please, hand of applause for everybody. And thanks a lot. So when this started, approximately 3 months ago, we took a picture, right? So yeah, the picture is right there already. And this is how we started, hosted by Klub FAMU, and this is where the students met their mentors for the first time. And this basically, right now, when you look around, this is the end of the journey that started at this place. Right, so here's the slide I thought I had presented last time. So here you can see the names and the logos of the people of the companies who were the main contributors in this course, and for a long time already. And that's basically everything for the introductions, right? So right now we can start with your presentations. Let's go with the main event, see what we are really here for, and we will start with the first team, which is the team behind the game Echo Maze. So you can come up.
Ty budeš tady u nás celou dobu?
Já zapnu prezentaci a jdu pryč.
Aha. Četl jsi tu naši prezentaci?
Ne, ale jo, vlastně četl.
Jsme tam. All right. So the team is now preparing. We will be ready to cut at them. So team with the Echo Maze, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so the stage is yours.
Thank you. This is a little bit awkward. I didn't expect this to be this way. Hey, Nomi.
Maybe guys, if you can move to the right.
So, oh yeah, sorry. I wanted to do this presentation a little bit differently because this is my second time doing this course, and I want to talk about the development issues we had through the semester. I hope this comes through as a great learning experience and not me just shit-talking the rest of the team, because I think Nomi and Marek did a great job with the final build. But I didn't participate in the final couple of weeks after release of sending the beta build. And I want to tell you why. But what about the game? There is games. There are actually 2 games, so we have more than most of you. But I would be getting ahead of myself. Our game called Echo Maze is a... oh, you don't see things. I didn't know, sorry. What about the game? There are actually 2 games. You use your voice to navigate the maze. You shout out waves. You play as a black void, or you play in a black void as a white dot.
You can see it here.
Oh, thank you. And you try to navigate to find the door and avoid enemies. So the player shouts an echo that reveals the environment and enemies around him. These are the 2 games we made. So you can kind of tell that they look similar. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit slower. So the good stuff first. We sort of achieved what we actually wanted. We made a top-down movement game with navigation based around sound. We made 4 small levels. We had multiple enemies and some sound puzzle, basically. The quality is when the issues sort of start kicking in. This is us. We were a team of 3. Nomi, who was the lead programmer, Marek, who can't be here today, and me, who was also a programmer, and actually came up with the idea in the first place, and me, a designer. And I want to address the 4 issues considering the unpleasant nature of our game's development and why. I think the reason for being here and taking this course is not just fun and making games, but it's also learning to make a game as a team together, and that's not always fun. Which, from what I have heard, I think we all sort of experienced during the semester, not just our team. And most of the issues are partially or fully caused by my actions. So this is not me trying to shame anybody else, because I try to reflect on those things and learn some stuff from it as well. Yeah. So the first issue was while we were prototyping. So Anatoly, our great cheerleader and mentor, had a really lovely idea at the beginning, which was we should make multiple prototypes and then pick one of them. So we tried different ways and search for the best way to do this game, which we sort of did, but Nomi didn't have time for the first 2 or 3 meetings, and so we just brainstormed on the design without him. And because we brainstormed together with Marek sort of felt that he can't put much more time in those couple of weeks, so he didn't do any extra prototyping work himself. So it was just me and Nomi who did the first prototype without him being on the meetings. So that was kind of a touche, and it left the main design issues unresolved, and I was sort of responsible for that. So what would be the resolution is we probably should have postponed the first prototype and talked to Nomi properly at the time. The second issue, we have never met in person. The first time we met was at the first presentation, and we never met afterwards. And we talked very little to each other, which turned gradually into a constant frustration, for me at least, and I know for Marek sort of as well. The meeting attendance, as I mentioned, was questionable, and we learned not to rely on each other very much. So I think we should have been more open about participation from the start. While I think I was also told that I was sort of negative about my participation, because I mentioned that I'm not going to take as much time with the course as I could have, or that I have other projects that I need to work on a little bit more, and I think it created a weird atmosphere. And later, during the development, I took my time off the project because I felt I would be toxic, and I was toxic for a little, at least to Marek, which I think was really bad for me. The third issue, I think, was order. We weren't much tidy. I had issues with organizing the meetings at the start, and Nomi had issues with naming an order of things, which was only worsened by Marek's struggle with the Git. So this is this is an example of it. Sorry, Nomi's comments or push comments. So when I tried to design something, I had to dig through a lot of messy code, which wasn't developed to be used by me or some other person, and sometimes I just couldn't tell what variables to use, or the whole file system was kind of a mess, which we talked through in the end, and it got better. So I think we should have just made everything SS. Or we could have set up clear standards and naming conventions and project structure at the beginning, and make sure everybody is comfortable with it. And the last issue is design. We sort of, when we started, Anatoly told us this thing that we shouldn't use a game design document, and I think I misunderstood it a lot, and therefore we didn't have made any documentations during the production, and I just did some quick sketches when Nomi needed something explained. And we had a very different idea of the game, each of us in the team, which resulted in in more frustration and me eventually quitting working on the game. And it also resulted in a lot of game features missing during the development, which were later then put in by Marek or Nomi themselves, or putting other stuff in, which was also connected to missing some deadlines. So designing without a document doesn't mean having no plan. Oh, sorry, I'm still, I see another thing. The reason why I think this is important to say it here is that Anatoly told us that one of the values that he appreciates in his team is honesty. Sorry, I'm paraphrasing a little. I don't remember the exact phrase, but I think that there are lessons learned for me and for the rest of the team as well, which might be useful to the rest of you. And it also, I also think that making a team out of 3 people that are leftovers from the other teams is sort of a recipe for bad chemistry, which is what happened to us. We were the leftovers, and I think our team was. We could rename our team from Mafu to Leftovers, but I think it's more catchy, anyways. So thank you, Anatoly, for being a great cheerleader, and thanks to Nomi and Marek, who did really great work on the final prototype in the final weeks. And if you want to play the other game that I did during the 2 weeks, which was a fork of the original, what guys did, I can show you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Guys, come back, please. You're gonna play your game now.
Go for it.
No, we're gonna talk about your game.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited. Before we set it up, maybe just you can grab the mic again and a few questions. So you said that you had a lot of troubles, and the game development is definitely not an easy task. I feel like everyone knows it by now, right? You know that it's not easy. That's why we have the black eyes every day, because we don't have enough sleep. So how did you resolve, for example, the communication issue? What would you say now that would definitely help you to avoid this communication issue? Into the mic, please.
I think that we should have set up more meetings in person or online. I was busy in the first few weeks, so we didn't communicate properly. But when one person was free, other person was busy. So we should have made proper meetings. We shouldn't have missed it.
So more meetings. Okay, we have the game set up now. Let's play it. Matos will do most of the narration because I'm gonna have my hands
I don't know.
full. But we're gonna have. Sorry?
Do we get a mouse?
I have it right here. I'm gonna be playing your game. I'll be nice.
So maybe, Michal, if you can, do you see the screen, what's happening? So maybe if you can, I will first ask you though, if you can move closer to us a little. Don't be scared, we don't
Okay.
bite. We're actually nice guys, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, that's awesome.
Okay. How do I play
And
this?
I will switch the screen.
You guide where you want to go, and when you drag on the player with your left click, it will
Yeah.
shoot away.
So maybe if you can take the microphone and try to narrate a little. The one in your hand.
The one in your hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
narrate a little bit of the game.
This is also for the stream, so
Yeah, we
but
have
will-
amazing people for the.
Yeah, but we will also switch for the
Okay.
for the full
Where am I
stream.
going?
I think you should restart the game.
I should restart. Okay.
Go to the main menu. I start with the tutorial.
Oh, start with tutorial. Oops. Okay. I'm a professional, guys. Okay.
Yeah. So show your professionality.
Use the right mouse button to move.
Oh.
And now when you pull back on the player like Angry Bird, it will shoot away. Click on the player and pull back as you drag.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay, that is
Now
really
you
nice.
can see the key. You have to get the key.
Oh, I need to get the key. Understand. I'm doing it wrong though.
It's up here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one location you haven't tried, right?
Yeah. Oh come on. I got this.
Okay. That is really cool though.
Do I have it now?
I think so. Yeah. If you go to the door, it will start the next line.
Okay. Speak closer to the microphone. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
this is
Now you know the concept of the game. And
Okay. Now I'm not useless. Okay. What?
yeah, but you know the concept of the game, so don't
Yeah.
forget to shoot the echo waves. I gotta say, I really like the concept.
Yeah, this is really cool.
It's really interesting. Don't forget to shoot the waves so that you.
Yeah, yeah,
see-
yeah. I know. I know. Don't stress me out. Come on.
Sorry, man.
it's
Sorry.
really the sound game if you don't have one.
Oh, we don't have our own sound. We don't have our own sound.
Yeah, we have the sound on the stream. However, we don't have a sound here at the moment. So hopefully it's not important for the gameplay experience here.
Okay, I died apparently.
Actually, the game was supposed to be just about sound at the beginning, but we changed it for you.
Oh,
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Right?
I guess I know now what deaf people feel like. Okay, I don't know where am I going. I hope this is entertaining for you guys. Like I'm losing myself. I don't know where am I going.
Well,
Just-
maybe ask in the meantime while you're trying to find your way
Yeah.
to ask the developers. Where did you draw your inspiration for games like these? What was, like, if you were inspired by some other game, some real life concept, or just random spark of genius?
I think this was our third teammate, Mark idea, and he wanted to basically make a game like this, but his game was like completely blind and consists of labyrinth. But we like modified it to make an open type of maze.
Okay.
So because a closed maze will be very difficult to navigate, since this is also like very difficult for him to navigate.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
basically a sound game because everything here makes sound.
Like this.
Everything here makes sound, so you need like basically sound to hear what's going on.
Hello.
You can't hear the enemy right now, but if it was close to you, you will hear it.
All right, that is really
I know what I'm
interesting.
doing.
But now we have to like find the door to escape.
Yeah, I need to find the door. It's in the bottom. Okay, thank you. I'll go to the bottom, and I died. Okay, perfect.
Nobody told you that it's in the bottom. It's right. Thank you.
To go down.
Oh, down this way, right?
With a little help.
Okay.
I mean, we are normally not that bad at games.
Then
It's
you go
just
down.
Ooh.
we're just nervous because we had a lot of technical issues today. So we're glad that
Oh, go up, go
it's all
around.
working now.
This is harder than it looks. Okay, like
Indeed.
I freaking make games because I'm not good at playing them. Am I going right?
Well, this is not from the usual type of games you play, right?
No, I'm not.
It's not first person. And
What are you talking about?
The triangle,
just pulling your
the
leg.
red triangle is chasing you, by the way.
Oh, the red triangle chased me. Okay, I did not know that.
Just like
Now I'm stressed.
Calm down, bro. You can do it. I believe in you.
All right. Am I right?
So I want to ask you guys another question as a QA myself. Did you dedicate it any time for testing the games, the level design with your friends and family and stuff?
Yes, I think most of us did. I did too, and the Marek did too.
Oh, there it is. Yay!
All right. Thank you very much. I think we will take you to another team. I gotta say, this is a really interesting concept. I really like the idea. What do you think, Michal?
No, this was a really interesting game. Obviously, I'm very terrible at it, so there's no surprise in that. But thank you so much for this experience. And now we would like to invite developers of Just Watch This Plant and Chill Out. It's a really good name of the game.
Yeah, once again, I will ask you if you can, once you come here, if you can move closer to us, so that you will fit well into the camera.
Closer, you go. Speak into the mics too, yeah?
Would be great.
Right. Okay. Okay, the stage is, or the table is yours, I guess.
Okay. Hello, so we are Team Kondalinka, and we made a game called Just With This Plant and Chill Out. I'm Gamedev, I'm from the game design department, and I work on the programming and design, and this is Tereska from the Center of Audio Visual Studies at FAMU, and she made the visual arts, and we also did like the concept together, and you know, we really worked together on this. And we also had our friend Klarka Obračková help us with the sound, so she recorded the sound for us, which I will hope they will work in the demo because they're kind of important. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, so we have a short sentence about the game now.
So one of the smartest things that we ever thought of was to stop thinking and watch the plants grow, to rest a bit on a grassy meadow, and it's a degenerative meditation game for tickling or something, your senses.
Yeah. So now a little bit about the game. It's like Tamagotchi, but you take care of a plant. So you have this plant that grows and does stuff itself, and you have to make it feel good and eventually bloom or something. And it's a generated game, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later. It's a generative game, and it's supposed to be meditative, so relaxing, not really deadline. It's not a shooter. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of plants at home, and when we first started to grow plants, we noticed that they have this specific type of time or rhythm. And when you take care of a plant, you're not actually angry at it for not growing fast enough or not blooming yet. And we thought that it would be really nice to be able to treat yourselves the way you treat plants, because this type of time or flow is specific for natural things, such as plants, but also such as humans. So this very slow, meditative or healing type of time was what inspired us to make this game.
Okay, thank God I didn't give you the concept because I'm actually terrible with plants. And even my cactus didn't survive. So.
That's why we made the game.
Good.
And so yeah, this flow, this really slow plant life is what we try to create in the game, like this feeling of this organic life. So, you have the plant which grows, it grows towards the sun, and some bugs or flies come, and you have to, put them away, or a mold starts growing, so you have to take care of the plant. And, it starts raining, so the plant feels good. So we really try to make this lively space, really organic that moves and changes the gameplay. Yeah. We really put our focus on that, on making a living plant actually, or not actually, but virtually. Yeah.
Okay. So the visuals or the graphics are all hand drawn. There are many different types of leaves that can grow and then different petals, and the flower is always original, it's generated, so every plant is different. And actually, I don't mind using a phone. Actually, before I go to bed, I like to use my phone, but I never knew what to do on the phone. I then started to read news, and it made a mess out of my mind, and I couldn't fall asleep. So I was thinking, what could I actually do on the phone before bed to remain calm? And that's why we made this game, because this is a super game like before bed game. And it can be also a game for kids or just to relax. And also this game can work as a odvykačka od mobilu, like anti-phone game, because you know, your phone becomes a plant, and actually you can just put it on a shelf and let it grow. Actually, in the way it's made now, it's too fast. But if it was much slower, then it would actually work like this.
Yeah, and we did a little playtest. Tereska has like exhibited this game at her exhibition. So, you know, we wanted to make this really meditative and slow, and then we found out when other people play the game that it's really like addicting or something, and it really doesn't serve the purpose we originally wanted to put in it. But so we put in a pause button so we can pause the plant, and it just moves and doesn't die. Yeah, we'll see that in the gameplay. And
So the flower can die?
the flower.
Watch me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. Let's see.
Well,
You can start taking bets how quick the flower's gonna die.
okay.
Okay.
Well, you can see that I tried to take pictures of the people playing the game, but I was afraid to spy on them, so they are all from very different, strange angles and very far away. And these are photo and video from like behind the scenes. It's VTech programming the game on many different devices. It was actually our biggest obstacle to make it playable on iPad.
Okay. So I guess we can move on.
All right. Quick question. What engine did you use for this?
We use Godot engine.
Sorry?
Nice.
Godot.
Oh, cool. Any obstacle with that engine? What was the hardest part about this engine?
While working with the engine for me, because I work at the game and I create my own engine, and I wanted to use Godot because we originally wanted to work in a team, but our teammate has left us, so I did all the work in the end, like on the programming side. And so working with the engine was really hard for me, like getting used to all the functions and stuff. When I created my own before, and yeah, I know them well.
That's really great. It looks like a really cute game, something that my daughter would probably like to play. She's 1.5, so I don't know if she would probably just toss the iPad on the ground, but you know. Okay.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm gonna try the game
I'm
now.
trying to say that it works. Yes.
Can we see the game? Okay.
All right, so we are now setting up the game for those who are on the stream. It's a little bit complicated because it's from a tablet going to a computer, going to our stream capture device. Okay, so I can see we are having some image now,
Okay,
so I
there we
will
go.
cut to that.
Okay, here's the
And
also, we have another device if you want to play the game at the same time.
I'm not sure we'll be able to because one of us has to hold the mic, but it's really nice of you. So I guess I will hold the microphone for you, Michal, and
Yeah.
you can play.
Pop me. Okay, let's start. Anyone give me just time estimate and how quick of a time I can kill this plant? 4 minutes. I'll top that. I'll top that. Okay, so what am I doing now?
Maybe guys, if you can
Oh.
give a little guidance sometimes.
Ooh,
There's
it's pretty simple.
Tutorial. It's pretty like self-explanatory. Maybe we can put the mic to the speaker actually.
I mean, like on the stream, we have the sound. That is nice. Oh, right. I'm not sure if it will be very nice sound though.
Oh, I need to watch it.
But I can hear it and it sounds great. So if you don't hear it, then sucks for you. Sorry.
Okay.
I will maybe have a question for you guys. So this is a cool game about a plant. Did you play before or were inspired slightly by some other games that contain some plant flowers? One that comes to my mind, if you know the game called Flowers. So
Oh, right. Yeah, I know that game, but it's like, that game for me is like really fast and, you know, like really action-based, which like is very interesting. We don't know really any games that are this like relaxing type of
Right.
games, except for Tamagotchi.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
This is stressful.
We got inspired by nature.
So you saying it's relaxing because saying it's stressful. So.
You have to get the mold off.
Oh, I get to have the mold up. Ah! Don't panic, I got this.
But it's okay, the plant is good.
So, I assume that you were responsible for the art style. Was there any inspirations from like other artworks or any artists or other games?
I don't know really. I don't know. I guess not. I just do what I have in my mind.
So you basically had like a nice clear vision, like when you were thinking about it, or like.
Or yeah, I actually made one painting for my mom, and it was improvisation. I never do anything like this before, and it looked good. And then I thought that it would be like inspiration for me.
That's really a nice story, actually. Yeah.
Guys, my arm is hurting. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to shake these clouds to get them rain.
You don't have to all the time.
I don't have to all the time. Okay. This is very pretty
You
though.
know, when it's cloudy, the plant doesn't grow, so too much clouds are bad.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know these things. Like, that's why I let my wife to take care of the plants, not myself.
And that's why I don't have plants at home.
This is very
You
pretty.
can also like place the sound down to the sound that sun,
Of sap.
and you can get nice.
Woo!
Oh, that's dope.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Also, the sound is different when it's night. Also, when the plant is well, it plays different sounds than when it's dying.
It's time for
And
the
there
sun
are
again.
also small bugs.
Oh,
Somewhere,
yeah.
yeah.
If you zoom in, there are like little blue bugs that eat the plant, which you have to
I
get
think I just killed
I
it.
thought you meant bugs, like as in the game has some issues. This is a welcome, nice of, oh well, not that welcome, right? But still much more welcome than the other type of bugs.
Okay, so how much am I in the time? Am I good?
It's still alive.
It's still at. Okay, that's the longest time I've.
Okay, so I would say this is an awesome game because you managed to create a game that Michal did not kill the plant in 4 minutes. So big kudos to you guys
Yeah.
for creating this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There you go. I'm almost sweating, guys. This is crazy. Chill game, quote unquote. Okay, in the meantime, when the team, another flower game apparently, team that developed a game called Mind Flowers can get ready and come to us. So another flower game. I'm excited. Everyone is having fun so far? Wow, that was.
That's awesome.
That's how you know you are just like in a room with a bunch of gamers and nerds. Like no one wants to talk to anyone. Just leave me alone, moderator. I always want to sip my tea and my beer, and I just don't want to. I just don't want to talk to you, dude.
So I can see you are still connecting
Yeah.
to the presentation.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I just want to give a shout out that we also live streaming this to our YouTube channel, so you can send it to your parents to show them they can be proud of you that you made a game in 1 semester, which is actually amazing thing, guys. Seriously, like kudos to everyone who develops game here in 1 semester, because it's just amazing task to see such a creative people. All right, are we ready, guys? You can come closer.
Yes.
You have all the chairs.
Here.
Yeah, I like that fun.
Here.
Yeah.
This one.
that one and just speak some what it's okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The stage is yours.
Hello everyone, we are the Mind Flowers with the game of the same name, and this is a game, as we will see it through. It's a game where you play as a little girl who is collecting flowers for mom, but the world outside is darkened by an unpleasant war, and in order to move through the map and accomplish her goal safely, she's using her imagination, which is the light being around her. It's a third-person game which we developed on in UNI engine, and this is available on PC, but also on GameDev. Here are some of the mechanics that we put into the game that I will talk about more in detail soon. The flowers collecting is the main objective, which motivates you to continue as your goal there. And the flowers also navigate you through the map as distinct ones that have a bit of message with see them clearly. There's a little content in the bottom right corner. You see that directs your progress. The flowers, when you pick them up, it increases your imagination. So it's the world really. I don't know what's this nice. So the imagination, as I said, is the light circle around you, which increases when you collect the flowers and when you finish two small mini games. And it increases when you encounter objects that the girl is scared of. With maximum imagination, you are able to transform barriers into more pleasant gates that let you move forward into the next part of the map. It is also represented by the audio. So when the imagination is decreasing, you hear the heartbeat of the girl, and when it's increasing, you hear like a sparkly noise, and also birds that you hear all the time. This is one of the first mini game. It's the pirouette, or like a spin. It's not really a pirouette. Which, when you enter the place for the pirouette, this spiral pops up, and your goal, you are the green dot, and your goal is to move into the yellow center, while you are trying to move away as fast as you can from the red dot that is following you, while you are also pressing the buttons that you encounter on the spiral. The further away you are from the red dot, the faster the spin animation plays, and you control it with left joystick and the buttons corresponding with the letters. The balance minigame is a game that which involves balancing the hands of the girl while walking over a log or an obstacle. And for now, it's also just in 2D, and you need to move on joystick in the opposite direction to balance like the movement of the hand, so the girl will be balanced. So she's not like this, but she's like this. And you control it with both joysticks up and down. This is the map, which is a circular map. Sort of, you move in a circle, so you start in front of the cottage and you end at the end of the cottage. It's divided into 3 parts, let's say. The first one is like quite pleasant, it's the cottage and the garden with the flowers, and then you move forward, and it gets a bit more scary for the girl. For the visual part, these are like two concepts hand-drawn at the start, and throughout the progress we somehow like naturally combine these two, so it's like a bit realistic and still stylized, which you see on the picture and the previous pictures. And here are some of the 3D models that we've done, just a few of them. And this is our team. It's me, Kaya, David, and Moncha. There are our schools, our roles. And to let you know that we weren't lazy a bit, here's a list of the few things that each of us have done. And we had regular meetings twice a week, and you can read it, but yeah, I made a game design document, some of the animations, the map, the visual management, balance. Now I would like to pass the microphone, but I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to say what you've done? Gaia is the blender fairy who managed the 3D. Monty did all the C# programming magic that I don't understand, and I'm very, very grateful for. I'm also very grateful for David, who managed the GitHub, which was crazy. And I saw him merge some of the things together, and I don't understand it, so it's scary for me. So I'm grateful for the work for everyone, and this is how we've worked. We use Trello. We have a lot of comments which might not be right, actually, but we use Trello to estimate our computation of the tasks, to track the progress, and yeah, to manage the tasks each week. Yeah, these are the things that we would like to add, which are the animations that are retargeted from Rococo, but they were there, but now they're not, so I would like to re-edit them. And there's a hand control for the balance mechanic, which is not there yet, but it's created. So we would like to implement that, and then optimize the gameplay more. That is it for the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. One more question before we set up the games. What would you done maybe differently now that you have this whole semester of trying to make a game from scratch? Now, what was the biggest thing that you learned, and what would you do a bit differently?
Should I explain?
Whoever wants to answer.
Choose that small project.
Smaller project?
I don't know if others would.
Yeah, if I may, before you decide who will answer, I gotta say it definitely seemed like an ambitious project. Like doing a game with a mini games, that definitely is like kudos to you, I guess. If you manage to pull it off, that's awesome in such short time. Yeah, we're looking forward. So I guess can we start playing?
All right, I'll start.
It's better to
Play with controller. Gotcha. I can tell you that I'm showing that I'm incompetent with 3 ways of controlling a game. So, okay, am I connected? Press start. Am I connected? Nothing is happening.
Press start.
You
can see Michal is.
I do play games.
Is playing on different platforms, controllers.
Okay, this is great. Yeah, make it full screen. Okay, there we go. Okay.
I forgot to mention you are collecting the pink.
I'm collecting pink flowers.
Is there a difference with the other colors, flowers? They are or just not collectible?
They're just not collectible. We want
Okay.
to use them.
That's for the future development.
Yeah, and make an evil flower.
Yeah.
And you can sprint with the left trigger.
Oh, left trigger. Ah, there we go. I was trying to. Okay, I first need to pick up all the flowers, I guess.
Your imagination is lower than. You have to get enough
you can speak into the
imagination to open the door and get through the barriers.
This way. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Ooh, it's spoopy.
Yeah, spooky dark.
Soldier.
Are you afraid?
Yes. I guess so. I'm afraid of a soldier.
So I have seen you mentioning the Rococo's. We are in the beginning game now.
Okay.
I've seen you, you mentioned the Rococo's. Do you have any prior experience with that? Or?
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it because there's very little indications from that. I was trying it for the first time, but I had help. So we managed the animations.
That's really nice, yeah. That's nice.
Okay. Hey, I seem to be doing pretty well. Okay, if I'll get to the other side, that's a win.
Yeah, and here you could imagine the hands moving.
Yeah.
Controls. You can imagine.
Come on.
Did you mean the hand controls?
Hey!
Like Kinect or leap motion or some motion control system?
Yeah, I used rigging
Nope.
animation plugin. I think it's called. And it's very simple to use. It's really great. You just put like targets.
This is spooky.
At the end of the rig, where you want the rig to follow, and just you can program the position of the target, which is really great.
Nice, nice.
That's the one thing that so I can.
You can definitely see we're quite ambitious with the project, and so do you plan to still work on the game and that you like finished this, but do you still plan to have it as a side project?
I can come up with this to someone else.
What was the question? I was looking.
Oh, okay.
I'm too distracted because I don't know what I'm doing. So.
The question was if you.
You should put your joystick to the empty hands, like.
Okay. I'm smart, I promise. There we go. Hey, I did
Yeah,
it.
you made it. And so the question was if you plan to work more on the game in the future, or are you like done and maybe?
No, we are not done. I'm not happy with that UI, especially,
Oh.
and some mini games can be more polished, I think. And we are not having, we do not have a story yet. So it's some small story, but not complex.
Then I assume it has to do something with the imagination, or like the story.
With imagination. Yes, of course. Imagination and some more NPCs and maybe more obstacles, and we want to polish map, of course,
You mean like the level design standpoint?
yes.
Okay. So I guess we will have to look forward to that. So if you can keep us the public posted, that would be really cool. I mean, if you're up for it.
Yes, and we have to test our game, so we are looking for some testers.
You are a tester.
Yes, I am. Maybe we'll be in touch in the future. Anyway, big kudos to the team that created the Mindflower, and thank you for being here with us.
I have to say, I'm usually easily spooked, and this is so scary for me. So.
Yay.
I guess we can now take the next team.
All right. Mice and Mice is the game called. Like, come and have a seat. Come and have a seat. And again, it is yours.
Hello. Okay, so we are a team sarcastic fringehead, which I decided to put in the presentation because it's this fish. It has nothing to do with the game, but we found it pretty ugly. So yeah, it's here. And actually, this face reminded me of us and seeing Stepan's face when I would tell him about a feature that I want to implement, which would be like a fifth already. So yeah, this, sorry. Okay, anyway, of Mice and Mice, this is our game. We have a peaceful scenery, we have a not so peaceful scenery, but the main part takes in a laboratory. You are playing as mice, and you get caught and you get tested in a laboratory, but there you're introduced to a mechanic which actually the whole game is based on, and it's cloning yourself and recording your movements. So on this picture, I will wait for it to reset, but firstly you're starting as the gray-ish mouse. You start recording right now, and you're repeating, you're making a movement, and then when you stop recording, you start playing as the green one, and the gray one keeps repeating the movement. So this allowed us to make puzzles like this one, where you basically record a mouse, leave it behind, and go on in the level with the other one. And that's what we based the whole game on. About sacrificing or leaving mice behind. And we actually like that we are kind of twisting the idea of collecting points, because the more points you actually have, the worse score you have, because you're sacrificing a lot more mice than you should be. So yeah, we were just thinking about various obstacles that we would put into the levels. That's what we actually spent, I think, the first part of the semester on. Yeah, that's basically it. Then we made extremely big amount of levels with all different sorts of obstacles. We have lasers, we have deadly acid, we have buttons, doors, and yeah, we have moving platforms as well. Yeah, I think we have now around 32 levels. Anyway, as we're sitting here, we are actually sitting by the names that are in the presentation. Yeah, but I put like some roles that we made, but that we held, but actually mostly we were doing everything. Like nobody was focused directly on one thing. Only Andre. He was doing lots of art. He was doing basically everything in terms of art. And yeah, well, how did the game go? I think it went pretty nice. I think, learned a lot about cooperation. We were meeting every week, actually twice a week. One day when we were discussing what to do next, and then the other day when we were actually doing it. We were also meeting with our mentor every 2 weeks, which was actually really helpful. We got lots of very valuable feedback. And yeah, I think, like Miki said at the first presentation, there were some holdbacks, mainly regarding the difficulty of the level and the overall direction of the game that we didn't establish maybe properly at the beginning. So then later it was just kind of improvising based on what we had and what we were implementing. But we didn't have issues. It just was not easy to communicate it every time. Yeah. So I I think that's basically it from the presentation, because we are mainly focusing on the gameplay. So if you would like to play, we have lots of levels that you can play.
I would love to. Seems like, excuse me, like you had a lot of fun making this. This definitely shows that there's nothing wrong about this, but 4 men made this. Sacrificing mice, and I expect a lot of jokes, so that's great. You said you didn't have much of a setbacks, or what would you do differently though this time?
I think it would be better to have the project more complete in the beginning. Like the idea of what we are aiming to do, it was supposed to be a lot more serious in the beginning, but then we were moving more towards the it's actually fun for things that mice or the traps. So that came during the process. So I think if we would have this idea in the beginning, then it would be a lot more simple. I think we can play the controller better.
Okay.
The tutorial is
Okay, I hope you have some easy levels for us.
Yeah. Thank you.
No offense, Michal, but
the whole beginning is just a long tutorial, so you would be able to manage it.
so like Portal, that's awesome.
Oh. No. Don't celebrate me yet.
Anything I would like to add, Michal?
I'm focusing.
Okay, so Michal is focusing. I will try to find some questions for you guys. So I can see you have like clearly chosen aesthetic, like everything's nicely connected. Do you have any idea for how it should look, or?
I don't know if Andrei wants to say something about VR.
Crystallize using like a whole lot of iterations and trying and trial and error, or did you do like from the start? I guess this is mainly a question for the artist.
Well, we were discussing together how to look, and we decided for this look because we thought it will make it easier to add more features and more like art into the game. Yeah, but it was harder than like.
So you did all that by yourself, or did someone from the team
No,
help
I
you?
did some animations. He also guys had design.
So maybe.
Philip did with some marketing effects.
So maybe I would have a question for you that might help future year who will go through this course, through this challenge. Do you have any recommendations for the next year students that will make their games? Anything that you learned using your blood, sweat and tears, or you want to keep that knowledge private?
I think it's very based on your team actually, and how you managed to set it up. We had quite a clear vision of making a puzzle from the beginning. But like we were not in we were not in some like deep trouble while making it. I just think that the game could be a little bit better if we would.
Is there a button to restart?
There we go. I got it. Okay.
Awesome.
Hey, this is a playtesting. Okay, I started as a tester, so I know what I'm doing.
It seems like you haven't read the Jira talk that much.
Yep. What is Jira?
Was that cheese that I've seen there?
Yeah.
We had also mouse-related obstacles, not only masses and lasers, but we have also some that are more mouse-related.
So how much time did you spend with the level design? We have seen in the presentation quite a lot of levels. So how long can the game be if you manage to try it and complete it from beginning to end? How much time did you spend on it?
Well, I think there are two questions there, right? Like how long is this game? It could be around, I think, an hour with all levels. That sounds like some sort of
Thank you.
How long is the session?
Yeah, but the level design was, I think, the biggest clash we had. We were really struggling with how to make the levels readable enough and also not frustrating. And I think we kind of managed to balance that. There is always some improvements that can be made. But yeah, I kind of forgot the other questions.
How much time did you spend with the level design? If it took like a whole bunch of your time, or was it something you had a lot of ideas and you're just like, I will stop programming for now and create this level?
Well, we were more establishing the system of making the levels, and then actually making the levels was fantastic. We would spend the last month or something like that on building the levels. I was just reminded about that. In that previous year, it was quite visible that lots of these levels have an easy solution. You can force your way by just sacrificing tons of money. Or you can try to be smarter about it. I think you as little
nice. Yeah, I think what you're trying to say to me here that even though it's like in the stealth versus one and gun approach in some video games like this is the same choice you can have. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great.
Okay, so I guess we will take a short break now for a few minutes. So thank you very much guys for being here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah.